When FIFA announced that it would host the biggest World Cup in football history in 2026, the world suddenly stood up. But not to applaud. 48 teams, 104 matches, 3 countries. A great battle that will last a month and a half. The numbers might seem very large, but large numbers don't always mean something is great. In fact, this format is slowly changing everything football has built over the last 60 years, and most of us aren't even aware of it. In 1930, the first World Cup was played with 13 teams. Nobody complained, because the tournament represented a truly important system. The best in the world, under the highest pressure, competing against each other. Then the numbers became 16, then 24, then 32. Every increase came with a justification. More continents, more representation, more inclusivity. Sounds good, doesn't it? But think about this. 90% of the teams that won every World Cup from 1950 to 2022 entered the tournament without struggling in the group stage. So the real champions are already clear. So why do we need 48 teams? The answer isn't actually about football. FIFA's revenue from the 2026 World Cup format will be almost double that of the 2022 World Cup. Broadcasting rights, sponsorship deals, ticket revenues and such things. 48 teams means 48 countries. 48 countries means direct access to 48 markets. This was not a football journey. This was the decision of the beginning of a business. Now let's get to the real question. What happens on the pitch with this format? In the group stage, each team plays only 3 matches, and 32 out of 48 teams advance to the knockout rounds. Mathematically, this means you don't need to win in the group stage. You just need to not play badly. And this is killing tactical football. You only need to look at 2022 to understand this. Even in that tournament with 32 teams, the gap was already obvious when teams like Qatar, Canada, and Saudi Arabia took the field. Now imagine adding 16 more teams to that list: Australia, New Zealand, Honduras, Mozambique. Don't get me wrong, it's great that these countries play football, of course, but they're not there to stand against Argentina in the World Cup quarterfinal. So does this affect the big clubs? Yes, and in an unexpected way. For teams like France, Spain, and Brazil, a format with 48 teams is actually more dangerous. Why? Because more matches means more fatigue. Playing 3 easy matches in the group stage sounds comfortable, but even in those matches, star players have to take the field. Because even if you finish second in the group, you keep going, but psychological momentum can be lost. Remember France in 2002. They were world champions. They were eliminated without scoring a single goal in the group stage. These kinds of surprises will happen more frequently in a 48-team football tournament. But this time it won't be a surprise. It will be a structural flaw. But that's not even the real problem. The real problem is the final itself. Think, 48 teams, 104 matches, a tournament process lasting a month and a half. The team that lifts the championship trophy will play 7 matches. 7 different opponents in 7 matches. 7 different tactical analyses. 7 different pressures. This sounds impressive, doesn't it? But they're not accounting for the human body. How much will the best players wear down during this process? Mbappé, Vinicius, Bellingham. Will these names still be able to run at full performance in the 89th minute of the final? History says no. Remember the 1970 World Cup final, the Brazil-Italy match. The best football was played in that tournament. Why? Because the format was clear. The pressure was real. Every match was a matter of life and death. That feeling is further diluted in a 48-team tournament. Because when the chance of elimination decreases, real pressure decreases too. And football without pressure is not great football. To be fair, those who support this format aren't wrong either. more teams from Africa, Asia, and CONCACAF participating in the tournament is important for the development of global football. Morocco, reaching the semi-finals in 2022, showed how powerful the matter of representation can be. And perhaps a generation from now, the countries we call weak today will actually become capable of competing. But not right now. Football has always progressed. Tactics changed, formats changed, rules changed, but some things shouldn't change. That feeling, that moment in the final minutes of the group stage when everything is equal, that real fear of knowing your favorite team might be eliminated in the next match. 48 teams diminishes that fear somewhat. And when fear diminishes, passion diminishes too. FIFA gave us a bigger tournament. But a better tournament? The answer to that question is a story that will be written on the fields of North America in the summer of 2026. What do you think? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in new videos.